Look at the surface of this premium leather. The grain is pristine. The edges are perfectly aligned. The threadwork is locked in. A Pakistani footwear manufacturer packs a high-value shipment of these luxury uppers and sends them to a European port. They expect a check for millions of rupees. Instead, the entire container is rejected at the dock. To a traditional cobbler, the rejection seems impossible. The craftsmanship looks flawless. The upper closing, the assembly where these leather pieces are stitched together, is tight and professional. Modern global footwear buyers prioritize microscopic and structural metrics that traditional factory floors often overlook. Relying on visual checks alone, without understanding international standards, turns a profitable factory into a cycle of wasted materials and rejected invoices. To understand the rejection, we have to look past the loading dock and walk inside a European compliance laboratory. European brands bypass the physical stitching to examine the invisible chemical makeup instead. They test specifically for chromium thicks under strict Restricted Substances List, or RSL, protocols. This diagram shows a raw leather hide passing through a chemical scanning protocol. The spectrometer flags those glowing red microparticles, triggering an immediate compliance hazard. The European market does not tolerate a margin of error. If a lab detects even a trace amount of chromium thicks, the buyer scraps the entire million-rupee batch. There is no negotiation. All the physical labor poured into assembling that shoe is worthless unless the materials come from tanneries certified by the Leather Working Group. Chemical rejections happen overseas, but physical failures happen right on the local assembly floor. Here's a standard mechanical toe lasting machine. It grabs the bottom edge of the stitched upper and pulls it over a solid metal mold to lock in the shoe's final shape. The mechanical stress is brutal. A visually perfect upper is forced over the curve. The tension maximizes, and then the leather suddenly groans, cracks, and snaps. These failures often stem from improper skiving, shaving the edges too thin, and a lack of 150 Newton tensile strength testing on the assembly floor. This cross-section illustrates the physics of the snap. When an edge is shaved down too deeply during skiving, it creates a microscopic weak point that fails as the tension arrow pulls against it. Engineering the grain direction and respecting the physical limits of the hide ensures the upper withstands the mechanical force of the lasting room. The most expensive mistakes happen at the absolute beginning, the clicking table, where the raw patterns are cut. Premium cow and goat hides are a major investment. Yet in many workshops, massive volumes of usable material are swept straight into the garbage daily. Traditional hand clicking wastes between 15 and 20% of every hide due to poor pattern nesting. This hide outline shows the mathematical cost of manual clicking. Scattered patterns leave the solid red area as wasted, paid-for surface. Automated CAD/CAM cutting systems solve this. Patterns slide together like puzzle pieces, pushing utilization to 90%. Shifting from manual labor to software engineering strips out the waste and reduces the manufacturing cost per unit. That invisible 20% daily bleed destroys a factory's profit margins before a single needle even touches the leather. Two types of factories currently define the Pakistani export market. One watches its profits vanish into the trash bin. The other builds a compliant floor that scales globally. Scaling requires three non-negotiable standards: CAD/CAM automated cutting, 150 Newton tensile testing, and sourcing exclusively from LWG-certified tanneries. Adopting these standards provides the technical proof required to secure and retain long-term European buyer contracts. Aesthetic perfection is no longer the goal. The factories that thrive will be the ones that pivot to data-driven engineering and rigid compliance tracking. Stop bleeding lakhs of rupees in hidden waste. Secure your certifications and share this reality check with your production managers today.